the right gear into the turn, and we're going. Let's go. You don't feel any speed here. Like 80 feels like you're going maybe 50. BMWs just have such a magic ability to hide the sense of actual fast speed. Like, you can feel the driving dynamics, you can feel the handling, the acceleration, but when you're going at a fast speed, it doesn't feel like you're going that fast. It masks it. Hello there everyone, welcome back. Today we are driving a 2006 BMW X3 30i on our channel. I want to say a huge thank you to Patriot Auto Group of Stafford in Stafford, Virginia for providing me this car. All the information will be in the right hand corner side of the screen, so reach out to them if you're on the market for a car. But let's get her started up and go take a look outside. This is the very first generation of the X3. It comes with BMW's famous inline-6 engine. This is a really nice unit. It's got a nice, attractive red color, HID headlights. Let's actually turn them on. As you can see, everything works perfectly. Ta-da! Let's look at the back seat. So here we got soft touch materials everywhere. No rips in the leather. Everything looks good. Let's hop in the back. I'm 6'2" tall, and as you can see, there is ample legroom. Plenty of headroom. We got this gigantic panoramic sunroof. All the materials here feel really nice. We got the handles. This car has 121,000 miles on the odometer. Let's open this, pull down this armrest like that. There we go. You got some more storage space and cup holders. I like how BMW keeps their fashion with the handles like this. In the X3s today, you'll still find handles like this with these door handles. Same buttons. It's great that BMW is still keeping up with traditions. Let's go look at the trunk. We got a large trunk, plenty of space. We have a cargo cover, some more storage here. Very easy to close. Let's check out the engine bay. So here we got our inline-6. Everything looks very clean. Ta-da! And let's hop into the cabin and get going on our test drive. We've got all our stickers here. All right, so hopping into the cabin, we are greeted to a very warm, cozy interior with comfy front seats, an X5 like steering wheel that comes directly from the older X5, the E53. It's also heated. We got dual zone heated seats, park control, park assist with the sensors in the back, DSC off, that's for like when we want to go really fast, and turn off the traction system. This is the hill descent. We got the automatic climate. Everything here works, no pixel issues. We got the manual. But let's get comfy and head out on the drive. All right. The steering wheel is nice and warm. Car is warmed up. Very informative handling, I can already tell before we even head out. I can already feel it. All right, let's give her some gas. The inline six sounds great. Pulls well. Shifts are butter smooth, and the steering wheel is really hot. The ride is very plush for a crossover of this segment. It's nice and smooth. I don't feel any imperfections on the road. And at the same time, it's very nimble and responsive. You can feel how effortlessly it takes every corner. Right on spot with the downshift and even in drive. But if we go to sport, right before the corner we can downshift and the car already holds the right RPM. Once we go in, we can go in full throttle and it still holds the RPMs for us. I'm not even pressing the gas. And then we go on the throttle. It's definitely got very ambitious handling and a healthy powertrain. This was way before BMW started introducing the M40i's and the X3Ms. This was just like a regular, sporty, fun little crossover for those who want a higher seating position, some more space, and a nicer ride than a 3 Series. And people often comment on my videos and say, well, hey, why would you, for example, take, per se, the X3 over the 3 Series? Well, for a few reasons. If you live in the city and you have to park next to large curbs all the time, it's very easy to curb rash your bumper and the wheels, especially. The nice part about these crossovers is that they have a very decent clearance and you're not going to hit any curbs when you park face forward. Also, the ride height, it feels, I don't know, it just feels a little bit different sitting up higher. You can see, I don't know, it feels like you can see more around you, and it just feels nicer being surrounded by big trucks when you're not sitting that low. At the same time, you don't feel as much sportiness when you sit higher. It's more of just a relaxed, luxurious feel rather than sporty. So if you're trying to get just the pure sports feeling, you may want to consider a sedan. But look at how playfully this X3 takes every corner at almost 60 miles an hour. It's a great suspension and a good rev-happy engine. The brakes feel solid, great feedback. Right into the turn, there's no understeer. As you remember, like for example, the TL would want to slide out a bit. Here, no, none of that. Keeps the right gear into the turn. And we're going right into the turn. Excellent. Excellent. The transmission here knows exactly what I want to do. It's very predictable. I don't even need to go into manual mode or anything. Right. The seat is becoming very warm. This definitely drives like a car rather than an SUV. And that's the cool part about BMW SUVs, is that they don't drive like SUVs, they drive like sporty cars. At 59 on the speedometer, we're at 58.7. So at 60, let's see where we're going to be at 60. At 60, we're at 59.5. So about half a mile discrepancy over the GPS speed. Very good. And I love the sound of this inline six. It reminds me of the Z4. It's like a Z4 with more practicality and space. And the cabin is also quiet. So beside the tremendous wind gusts that we have today, it's very quiet in here. I can hear the wind blow to the side when it's blowing a strong 40-mile-an-hour gust, but otherwise it's a very quiet, isolated cabin. We're gonna make a U-turn right now, do our first warm-up on the 0 to 60, see how that goes. Let's go into sport, and then once we head onto the freeway, as usual, we're going to do our legitimate 0 to 60 test, the one where we try our best. So this is just gonna be a warm-up. Let's make a U-turn. Look at how good of a radius this is for a crossover of those years. I'm not gonna make it colder, it's getting way too warm in the car. But let's come to a full stop. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Shoots right out. Alrighty. 7.83 seconds and 8.37, 0 to 100. Not bad at all. I wonder what the factory claim time of this car was in 2006. But let's come to a stop and check out the trap speed, what we did on the 1/8 mile. I know we can do better though. I know we can totally do better once we disable DSC. And we did 70 miles per hour. So a good flat 70 miles per hour. Very nice. Let's do some more quiet driving now, and then head onto the freeway and wrap up this test drive. let's go head on out to the freeway and do one more 0 to 60 tests, and we will wrap up this test drive. All right, let's come on out here. I'm gonna let the traffic through. So far, I gotta say, this X3 is so much fun to drive. It's just such a playful car. I especially love this suspension. All right, so let's come here. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. .52. All right. I feel like this definitely requires one more attempt, just because we didn't turn off the DSC off, and I know we can do better. But we did 7.52 and 8.02, so yeah, 7.52 to 60 and 8.02 to 100 kilometers an hour. And let's see the trap speed on the 1/8 mile. It was 1031 at 71.8, so almost 72 miles per hour. All right, but let's try one more time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yes, let's go. Let's see if we can do any better on this run. 7.66 and 8.14. So that didn't help. So our best was 7.5, I think, right? So 7.5, that's our time on this car. Obviously, you know, the roads are very cold. It's moist in some areas, and you know, it's not the ideal condition, but still, I think that is very good. It goes through the bumps nicely. Like if there's a bump on the road, like a big one, and you glide right through it, you can hear a thump, but the car hides it really well. And the power here is good. You don't feel any speed here. Like 80 feels like you're going maybe 50. BMWs just have such a magic ability to hide the sense of actual fast speed. Like you can feel the driving dynamics, you can feel the handling, the acceleration, but when you're going at a fast speed, it doesn't feel like you're going that fast. It masks it. Even back in that era, it still did that, which I think is super duper cool. You can definitely tell that these cars were built for the autobahns. They were built to go 110, 120 every single day, just to cruise at that speed. That's why they had to make cars which feel like that. Because if you were driving a car that you feel you're about to fly every time you go quickly, not really a good idea. So, all right, well, let's punch it and go. It spins out all the way to 6,500. Holds the red line. Excellent machine. Probably this is one of my favorite crossovers of the 2000s, the early 2000s. Just the way it feels. Woo! It has a great ride. Quiet cabin. The sound of the engine is really musical. It sings. And it's not obnoxiously loud, so it's like the right balance of sound and quietness. It's like the golden middle. They did a great job with this X3, actually. This is my first time driving this body style, but they definitely nailed this. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts about the test drive down below in the comments. And till next time.